I think it's going to be a great year for a lot of reasons for Christians, for those that understand the biblical worldview, who understand Bible prophecy. I think it's going to be a great year for us. Last year was a great year for us. The year before was a great year for us. Why? Because we're reaching more people than ever. Oh, yes. The people that want to learn about, well, Bible prophecy, the New World Order, globalism, Marxism. Hey, I've been here toiling away along with a lot of you for years, dealing with the naysayers. Oh, that'll never happen. They will never let that happen. I still don't know who the they is. But we dealt with that for a long time, didn't we, folks? You guys are crazy. Now they're tuning into our show. Welcome. Welcome, all naysayers who are no longer naysayers. Welcome. Glad you're with us. And there are more joining us all the time. So it's great because people are opening their eyes. Those who have ears to hear, eyes to see. We're able to take what's common to the culture, turn it into a pulpit, talk about the supernatural nature of the Bible, the supernatural nature of the Bible written by a supernatural God. This is great. This is a great time to be alive. So I think it's going to be a great year for us, Christians, the Christians that are thinkers, that understand reason and logic and context. It's going to be a great year. So it's going to be a great, horrible year. Now, the horrible part, what is that all about? Well, the Bible says that in the New Testament, in the epistles, that in the last days, perilous times shall come. I think we are approaching those. I think it's right now a cakewalk compared to what's coming. You guys might remember several years ago, I told you, and I told my wife, not several years ago, a few years ago, before 2020, I said, "Hun, we should be enjoying life because right now we are in high cotton. We don't realize it, but we are in high cotton right now." That's a term down here in the South. Why? I said, because right now we have liberties and freedoms, and we're not dealing with catastrophes that I think are on the horizon. We may not feel like right now is high cotton, but we're going to look back and say, wow, those were the days. And sure enough, 2020 happened, and now we're watching things speed up, right? And I believe we're getting close to those perilous times the Bible spoke about, that Jesus warned about in Matthew 24, Luke 21. And I think some horrible things are going to come on the earth and continue to come on the earth as the foundation is being laid for these perilous times and Bible prophecy to be fulfilled at the same time. Horrible things. And I think things are going to unfold that are going to shock us as we were shocked in 2020, 2021, 2022. There are going to be things that unfold, many of them of a spiritual nature, a demonic nature. Be of good cheer. Jesus said these things will happen. I'm telling you in advance so you will not fear. Now, he's specifically speaking about things in the tribulation period, but I think the foundation is being laid, and these birth pains are increasing and intensifying. But there's also a lot of good things happening as well, as I said. I mean, I just read today about an archaeological discovery in Israel. You know, out of the over 25,000 archaeological discoveries related to the New Testament, not one has disproven the Bible. Many great things are happening, and I think that is, again, the Lord trying to catch the attention of people in these last days. Joining me now is Leo Holman. Leo, Happy New Year, Leo.
And a Happy New Year to you.
And how do you feel about my description of 2023 will be a great, horrible year?
Yeah. I did not disagree with anything you said. And it kind of goes along with my feeling and my writings the last couple of weeks. One thing you said kind of jumped out at me when you said, you know, all these years we've been trying to tell you people, but you said, oh, that'll never happen. I distinctly recalled an article when you said that I wrote about a year and a half, 2 years ago, where I actually said, it was in the title and everything, you know, that people think, well, Americans will never allow that to happen. And I went right down the line with a list of things in the article that people said America would never allow, Americans would never allow that, and it actually has already happened. And so I think that's a good point and a very instructive point that we keep in the back of our minds throughout 2023. Nothing should be off the table. When you get the right powers pushing a particular agenda, they will use any and all means at their disposal to get those agenda items through. Started talking and writing about lovers of truth and lovers of lies, and how Jesus in Matthew 24, which you also alluded to in your monologue, warned us about not only heavy persecution coming our way as we near this hour of birth pangs, but intense deception, intensive deception and deceptive tactics being thrown our way. And I kind of saw 2022, I laid out as the year in which many people's eyes were opened as to the problems we face and the pervasive enemies in all facets of our institutions. A lot of people started waking up to that fact about how the old America it really is gone. And our enemies have infiltrated the the institutions, and they sit literally in all the seats of power right now in the government, the deep state, the media, the medical establishment.
Do you agree that 2023 we're going to see a lot of dead people, continue to see this spike of sudden death and in a demographic that's outside the norm, which these insurance companies were already claiming was like something that you see in a wartime, right?
Yeah, 3 more insurance companies came out in the last couple days and said that the numbers of deaths are just off the charts. Excess deaths, people that you would not have counted on dying. And so, yeah, I absolutely see more and more deaths piling up. It seems like a lot of these events, these catastrophic events, either a death or a debilitating heart attack, more people are waking up to what's going on and the fact that we've been lied to.